Welcome back to the Hometown Hero campaign. I'm here with my man Alvin Williams. What's going on with you, Al?
What's up, youngin? How you feel?
Chilling, man. I'm chilling. We spoke about it before, and this is something that a lot of athletes don't want to talk about, but mental health, mental health. And I'm not saying just using it as a buzzword, but before
Mhm.
we got on, I told you I'm trying to stay sane, man. How you dealing with all this?
Same, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's something where it's just it throws you off a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
the uncertainty and reality kicks in. As a country as a whole, I think we're very arrogant when
Mm-hmm.
we think things don't happen to us and we can get through it, or it's not going to affect us. But when it really does affect us, it hits home closely. So you just gotta be ready to be prepared. You gotta be prepared. You
Yeah,
gotta be prioritized. And I think it's a good time to reflect, like family.
yeah.
Think about what's really important because at any time it could change. So I'm maintaining.
I feel you. I feel you. All right, so hold up. Before we got on the call, we talked about how you had spoke with some guys who are in the NBA now. You
Mhm.
used to be in the NBA, you was on the Toronto Raptors, had a great career. And you said how you spoke with some guys and like, this is how retirement might feel, at the beginning when
Yeah.
you look up and your days have been motion, 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 and one day they stop. Like, what did you mean by that?
It's exactly what you said, man. You're so used to a structure and you're so used to a regimen, and it's from everything. It's from playing, it's performing, it's from being out amongst people, it's
Mm-hmm.
from financial, your checks coming in, and it's all of those things. And once that comes to an end, and sometimes you don't know when it's going to come to an end. You can't like for like a fortunate guy like Kobe Bryant, rest in
Mm-hmm.
peace to Kobe, but a game plan that he had leaving.
Yeah.
He was able to play 20 years and do all these things. But sometimes you could be like me and your knee hurts and you're done,
Yeah.
right? In a situation like yourself, you had to overcome an injury
Yeah.
and can't get back to where you wanted. So we've been through those parts more so than often. And those are the things that's really dangerous because you just don't know. And this is a part. Like you might have heard it. You might have heard, yo, man, you better prepare, because the career is not gonna be forever. Yo, you guys better prepare. There's a pandemic and it's coming and it's affecting people. And until it happens, you just don't know. So how do you prepare for that? And I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. So, all right, so we both spoke about in the beginning of this, like we were just kind of like, and not the, I hate to use the word arrogance. We were like, man, listen, it is what it is. We're going to push through it. And then as this kind of, went on, we kind of got worn down by it. So like, what advice do you have to anybody who's feeling like worn down or getting to that point where it's just like, in the beginning of this, they might have attacked us like an athlete. They might have said it is what it is. I'm gonna just deal with it. But now they're kind of getting to a point where it's like, all right, it's getting a little harder to get up and get moving. Like, what advice do you have for them?
I think acknowledge it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
don't push it like, oh, you got to keep getting up, you got to keep doing, because I think that's where the mental health starts to come in. you
Mm-hmm.
got to you got to talk. And the biggest thing, we're not around people, we're not communicating, we're not doing things that we're normally like to do. If you're a business guy and your finances, your business is not going, small business owners, or however it's affecting you, we've talked about how things affected us on a daily,
Mm-hmm.
from business opportunities and financially and stuff like that. But talk to people, get on Zoom calls and have a couple people and build together, or talk about family together. I know there's some people having their little drink parties together. They get together with their friends, having some drinks, and listen to music. I think all of those things need to be used. We got the technology for it now. Let's do it. And I think those things can help you along the way, man. When you see other people doing certain things or going through certain things like you, and you can talk about it and you can lend that hand and just keep pushing, because ultimately things they're going to hopefully get back to some type of normalcy. But until then, you just got to keep connecting and working together. I think with you're not going to do it by yourself, because I think that's when you can go in that hole.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, that's real. And we're all gonna take something, from this. People picking up different reading habits, people picking up different hobbies. There's gonna be a few businesses that start during that time. But like, what do you want people to take from this time more than anything?
I think and you, I think passively or whatever, you corrected me, or I used the word arrogant, but I
No, no,
think
no, 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 no.
just being more in tune and
Yeah.
being more aware. And I think one thing now is certain things that happen in life a lot of times that bring people together, right? And it makes people work together because ultimately everyone's affected. And you see it through election at times, right? I remember just when Barack Obama was elected, I never saw so many people come together in a happy form, right? And things happen after that, and during that, reality gets back in. But at that time, people came together, right? But I also remember before that, the economy had crashed, right? So it affected everyone. So now this is affecting everyone. But I think, this is a perfect time to see people really working together to get this thing back on track, to get it contained and do the right thing, because it's not just for my health, it's for your health as well. And it's for your next door neighbor health, and it's for the person health in another country. So I think this is one of those opportunities, again, where ultimately life affects everyone. And this is a time for us all to come together.
Right, man. You're right. Thank you, man. Thank
Oh,
you,
man.
man. Thank you for jumping on, man.
Ain't no problem, man. You woke me up early, but hey, man, you're a business man. You grinding, man. So I'm all with it.
Guys too, man. Guys too. Where can everybody stay tuned with you, man? Like social media, anything.
I ain't got no social media,
Oh,
man. I don't have no IG. I don't have any of those things. I got a Twitter account that I'm not active on, man.
all
But
right.
I'm going. That you said something to learn and something to do is this time. I'm going to get a social media presence. I told you about a few things I'm trying to do on the financial education side, and education side through the high school student athlete, and those things are in the making. So I'm going to have to get some type of presence so I can get the outreach to these kids and their families. So I'm going to get it in the next couple days or weeks or something. I'm gonna let you know.
Bet that, man. Bet that. Thank you, Al, man. Thank you for
Thank
jumping
you,
on the
man.
call, man. Thanks for the words too. I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel better now. I feel better because it's just it doesn't feel good, knowing that other people are going through a hard time. But once again, like we learned, we're all getting through this together. That does feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So thank
yeah,
you.
sure. Thank you, man. Proud of you, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.